With great love and respect in my heart, I greet you from the holy city of Varanasi. It's 9:30 at night. Big red moon is rising above the river, on the bridge across the river. Many cars coming and going. And right where I sit, I can see a body burning, cremation happening. So life is happening. And it's beautiful to sit with you. I watched the video myself. So much has happened since I came here, and so much is still happening every day. Today we had a Sunday satsang and sadhana day for the locals here at the ashram, 9 to 11. At 2:30, visitors from Mexico arrived, and there was a satsang for them. And now I'm sitting with you. And in the middle of all these satsangs, there has been a constant flow of visitors. And I went across the river to Amrit Sagar in the middle, saw what's happening there. So life is very full. I know it has been raining in Sonoma and snowing in different parts of the country. So wherever we are, we're just living our best. It's the season of holiday season for you there. Christmas is coming. It's a very challenging time for some, and it's as usual for some, because during Christmas time, lots of things get churned up, and those who we have conflict with, we have to get together with, and also those who are not among us, missing them, and all those things, all kinds of emotions get churned up during these times. Also, it's the season of giving. And you have heard me speak about the spirit of giving. It's easy to write a check, give to someone. Oh, by the way, the ashram's donation letter has gone out. Don't forget that. But giving is not only buying things and sending it off, creating packages. If we truly want to get in the spirit of giving, why not make it very special this year? We can truly give what is our very own, what we have been holding on to for so long. Life is short. Every day is passing. Resentments, unmet expectations from others. We may have judgment about someone. Can we take our giving to that level? Can we give of ourselves? Whatever it is that has been keeping us separated. Can I expand my heart? Can I enlarge my heart and truly make a point of forgiving someone? I know I'm mentioning this because I have heard over the years many people having um, complaints from their parents and their brothers and their sisters and their friends. And this is what I am addressing today, that let's make this a very special season of true giving. Give a gift to yourself first. When you truly forgive someone, for whatever the reason that you may think, if you let go of that during this season, that's a great gift to yourself and to the other soul. Sitting across, body is burning, I can see. That's the final destination of us all. How long are we going to hold on to that resentment? How long? One day, it's all going to end. Then we experience a life in a new way from this season onward. Then we step out of our story with that relationship and apply the teaching that we all aspire to live. We know what we have to do. I'm addressing a very, very specific emotion today, resentment. We all have some resentment towards somebody in our life. And if you don't have it, you are great. You are a saint. But if you do, maybe this is the season to think about freeing yourself from that resentment. Be it your parents, be it your spouse, be it your brother, sister, long distance friend, whoever it is. Maybe just choose one person and clear that out in the name of the spirit of giving this holiday season. We have these resentments about people at one time, or even now, they're close to you. If they're not close, there is no resentment, but they're close. We have some expectation from them. And if that expectation is not met, we develop this resentment. But we are looking at it from our own point of view, our own side of the story. Do we ever try to step into their shoes? They have their own baggage, they have their own limitations, they have their own struggle, they have their own story. I believe every individual has that seed of goodness in them. Everybody wants to be a good human being. But then our human thing comes in. Although wanting to do it, we are unable to do it. And here we are sitting expecting from someone who is quite not capable of doing that. What, what do we do? Do we hold on to this resentment? We may even have that resentment from ourselves, that somebody that I loved and they have moved on and I was not able to solve those questions and resolve those things. So I am sitting with my own resentment. So bringing myself from that too. If I was capable of, if the situations were right, if the events were right, if I was a little more enlightened, maybe I would have done it. So where it's the resentment from ourselves, or resentment from towards somebody else, this season, may we be able to free ourselves from that. This is one of the qualities of being human. That's the one difference between a human and an animal, that animals are bound by their habits. They do not break that habit. If you train a dog, where you feed it, the dog will go right to that spot. If you train a cow where she is fed, the cow will go to that spot. They're bound by their habit, but humans can break that habit. We do have that choice. We are all aspiring to be a good human being. We are all aspiring to live a spiritual life. So just thinking about it and talking about it is one thing, but really doing something very concrete is a beautiful thing. It's the greatest gift we can give to ourselves, to free ourselves from that resentment and free someone else from that charge, that energy that we constantly are holding them with. This whole talk was really inspired by looking at that body burning across the river, that person had a story, that person had a life, and they had their resentments, they had their struggles. Everything just ends right there on those piles of wood, turning into a flame. And life is precious. We have come here to do a very important work. We have not come here just to be encaged by our story. So this holiday season, as we are approaching, you may have charge, you may have something. Think about this, to give this special gift to yourself and to the person who is in your life. Other kind of giving, you saw the video, it's all because of your giving. Everything. So much is life is happening. Children and the women in need and poor people out there and the people hungry, people in the streets. The winter is here, no clothes. And we are able to do whatever we do just with our own Sangha and your support. And my heart was truly filled with gratitude today. The greatest gift that I have received from everyone who is in my life. And that gift is the gift of trust. Gift of trust. It is your trust in me that has enabled you to support everything that I do. And I really don't do much. I just show up and talk and smile and encourage people and remind them of the good in them, and it just happens. And the Project Shakti women are just like a powerhouse right now. They come here and they learn how to sew and do their beauty things and get together and sing and dance. And now they're cooking that food. That's their seva. They come here in the morning and chop vegetables and peel onions and shell peas, and while they're doing this, they sing and dance like you saw in the video. In the middle of their shelling peas and chopping potatoes, and they just break into singing and dancing. And these are the women who live in very, very, very poor accommodation. Just one room, the whole family living there. They really dress up and to come to this beautiful space we have created, nice open air by the bank of the Ganga, marble floors, trees and flowers and children singing and dancing. So their spirit is uplifted. And they're also doing something, and that food is being taken to be fed to hungry kids and people living in the street. So those women are not only coming to learn, they're also giving. This year after the flood, lots of bank of the river was washed away. So we came up with the idea of filling empty cement sacks with dirt and just pile them up on top of each other so it will hold the erosion. They came in, they just jumped in, they said, oh, we'll sew these bags. Before we had to hire some laborers to do that, but now they're sewing those bags, and kids and other hired work is stacking them. And it's beautiful to see the community work. And this is what I call the dance of Shakti. Shakti is not stagnant. Shakti is constantly dancing and creating. I was saying how grateful I was, feeling just the gratitude to have received the trust and love of so many people over the years. And that love and trust has blossomed in so many different ways. And we're just the instrument. Shakti is Shakti. Energy is energy. And how we apply our energy, we're just the instrument for that. It's a big mystery. Sometimes I begin to think about these things. It's really a mystery. If we are caught up just in our own story, that's not being very kind to ourselves. We have to step out of our story. If we are capable to do little good in the world, we must. That's our dharma. If we are able to bring a smile on someone's face, we must. That's our dharma. If we are able to beautify a space, we must. If we are able to plant a tree, we must. This gets us out of our story. Otherwise, it becomes very difficult to step out of our story. If we are constantly thinking about me and my story, my struggles and this and that, life goes on. Life goes on. And one day it ends up. We are very blessed to have a privileged life. Every time I come back to India, I see it. And we are very blessed. We have been given so much. We have to find a way to trust that goodness that we are blessed with. We can do so much. We can truly do so much. And for me, when I come to India, everywhere I see, there's so much to be done. We can't do everything, but it inspires me to engage myself in these things. This year, it has been beautiful to encourage the local people, the residents of Banaras, that usually I don't spend that much time. So I just listen to their stories and give them blessings. But this year, I'm really spending a little time encouraging people who are coming to the ashram to engage in their own personal practice, the way I do that in the West. And that has been beautiful to start. We are doing 3 Ratris here, and people are lining up. And the Sunday satsang, we have found like people sponsor a breakfast for everybody who comes. Now, we had never thought about these things. We thought ashram was supposed to do this. But now people from the community are stepping up, and there's a long line of people who want to sponsor the breakfast for everybody. And they're so happy to do this. So sometimes we don't ask people to step up, but if the opportunity is created, there are many people who are ready to step in. And that's also very nice to see. It's all kind of like community building. So I'm learning many new things, how to engage in the community here too, than just being the Babaji. And usually Babaji just sit on a throne here and are offered with the things, but I'm a little different kind of Babaji. I like to get out and start digging and cleaning the cow dung and pull the weed. And we started doing that at Amrit Sagar yesterday, and within an hour, everybody came in and this big field was cleaned up. That was also a dance of Shakti. And we are all capable of creating the dance of Shakti if we can just get out of our story. We see what we need to do and apply ourselves with passion. Passion is very contagious. If you are doing something passionately, you'll see others just come. Anyway, I'm just rambling. It's late at night for me, but it has been a beautiful, full day. I would love to hear what's on your mind. And please don't forget the focus that I had about today's satsang of giving that great gift to yourself and to someone else during this holiday season. Thank you all. I'm here. I would love to hear what's on your mind.